So this week we were assigned to read chapters 5 and 6, which was talking a lot about the kinds of spaces that are created for discourse between the public and government, and it was specifically noted that this was for environmental policy, but I am a public policy major, so I extended the scope to include all public policy, and especially with a lot of the issues that are happening right now, I think that these two chapters were very relevant to what we were discussing. So, I've come up with 3 questions here. My first one is, in your opinion, should public discourse be a larger part of the policy conversation? What I mean by this is, should the public have a larger say in the way that policy is made and instituted? And should their opinion be taken more into consideration in a larger aspect than it is right now when lawmakers are actually crafting policy? The second question I have is, what level of communication should be used when communicating between the government and the public? So, something that was talked about a lot is the technical language that was used in environmental policy and how that was being communicated to the public. So, I am asking, what should be the level of communication that is achieved between the government and the public? How professional should it be? How technical should it be? What are your opinions on that? My third and final question is, what kinds of spaces can be established for the public to develop a professional technical discourse on policy issues? Now, I personally believe that more than the government changing their language drastically, the public should be able to understand that language on, I think, a basic level at the least. A lot of people who live, especially in America, and try to engage with policy discussion get discouraged very easily because they feel like they just can't understand language. So my question is, what kinds of spaces can we create where people can come together and learn as a group and form opinions about policy, and not just policy that is in the media and large and popular to talk about, but also policy that affects us in our day-to-day lives. So let me know what you think. I'm looking forward to reading your answers, and have a great week.